time. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. It's been a while.
Channel, I know. It's been. Whew.
We always say next week.
But then life
things
happens. Life happens.
Things happen, and this whole corona, you know, it's not working. It's not happening.
Nah.
So it's like we're trying to be consistent, but this is as consistent as we can be.
I think this lockdown, people are just over it.
I'm over it.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
The first lockdown, it was like, oh, lockdown, but now I feel like it's just like.
The first lockdown was so intense that everybody was just like, oh my god. But now people are still like roaming around the streets, and it's the only difference is the restaurants and pubs are not open.
But even in this COVID times, people are still out there moving mad. Why are you moving mad for? Have you ever been catfished? Have you in your life? And you know what? Yeah. For me, I think the definition of catfish has changed, because catfish is usually when you see someone's picture, right? And then you see them
and then they're not the person that was there. Yeah.
But I think in my experience in the streets, catfish has gone to a different level where, like, okay, you see the person, and they are what they look like, but what they sell to you and who they really are
in real life, 7
different people. That's catfish for me. I feel like in that past, remember back relationship I was in, that was a whole catfish.
Oh, but I don't get it. I don't get it. That relationship that you were in, that one, that was a whole catfish. That was a whole catfish. Because now catfish is not like the face,
just the face and everything.
No. It's everything else is a catfish.
But remember that time, which vlog were we doing? And you said
there was so many.
No, you're gonna have to rewind. That time when you said talk about, I don't know what the vlog was about, and I said wait, no, it's still a big news.
And we said, we predicted this shit.
Something,
and I said, no, wait a couple of months.
Wait,
and then,
right? So, I was minding my own business in the roads, yeah? Just walking around the street. And you know what? This person was in my inbox for since
years.
2017.
No, longer. For years. For years.
Right?
You know that, hey, hi.
I think he followed me so much that he just knew everyone. So what happened? I think I was bored. What happened? Oh, it was my birthday, and then he saw in the DM, happy birthday. Oh, we're not seeing pictures of your boyfriend. Let me slide in the DM and talk to this person. So at the back of my head, you know, sometimes when at the back of your head you know what's up, but then you sit down and you're like, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a pessimist, right? So
you are the one who walks around with the problem.
I'm the one
who's got a chip on your shoulder.
Broken. I'm the broken one here. So let me see, you know. So I thought, oh, okay. And I think he came down to Leeds about maybe like a month later. And he sold this nice guy, you know, I'm done with the streets. I'm a good guy. You know, I'm a good guy.
Although I've got baby mamas.
Although I've got 2 different baby mamas. You know, I have 2 kids. You know, I wanna settle down. I'm done with the street life. And I said, oh really? Because the streets are moving mad. He's like, yeah, I'm done. I just wanna go to work, come back. I know I've got my one person, you know. And I thought, okay.
You're like, okay. I get it.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. And then, when did the signs and symptoms start?
No, and then after, then he says something about another baby mama.
You know, yeah. And then within a month, right? He's like, oh my gosh, guess what? And I said, what happened? He's like, oh, can you imagine? There's a woman that showed up at my house with a baby, and she's claiming that this baby is mine. I said, huh? Really? family. So he's like, yeah, you know, I blame my cousin, because he was living with his cousin at that time. I blame my cousin. She let him in the house. She's been talking to him. So now all of a sudden, you know, but you know what? I'm going to do a DNA. And I said, okay. But if it ends up being yours, then yeah, if it ends up being mine, then that's fine, you know. I'm going to take care of the child. But I don't want her. Baby, listen. Don't get me wrong.
Our relationship, me and her, it's over.
It's over.
She just popped up. Just popped
pregnant with a baby.
You got me.
I'm already in this thing with you. So, you know, don't worry about it. And I said,
and you being the understanding girlfriend that you
girlfriend. I thought, okay. Another, I mean, 3 babies. It's life.
It's manageable.
It's life, right? It happens.
Mm-hmm.
So she's apparently in the house as well, and now since he doesn't want her, he wants to move out. So he got himself a place. I helped him move.
You did?
Can you imagine? I helped this motherfucking bitch ass fucking idiot fuck shit nigga move, right? And I thought, okay, he's proven himself. He said he doesn't want to be with her, and he's moved out, and he actually moved out. It
sensible.
It makes sense. Okay. So he's moved out, right? Now the second issue was, oh no, when he moved out, we don't know what happened to this baby mama and the baby. They just kind of disappeared. They just vanished. So now we're like, okay, fine. We've got 3 kids, right, on your side. And you know, he sat down with me this one time, and he's like, you know what? And you know, I could see almost tears in his eyes. That's when I thought, this guy is genuine, man. I think, you know what? He had tears in his eyes, right?
Bro, I've been there. You know when they've got tears in their eyes and they look at you with sincerity.
He's like, you know what? I never wanted to be like, I never wanted to just have baby mamas around. You know what I mean? I was young. I made mistakes, but I have to grow from. And I said, yeah, of course, you know, you grow from it, you know, whatever. He's like, yeah. I've grown and stuff. And I thought, genuine. I mean, I saw the tears. Like, they didn't fall, but they were there.
Genuinity. You know, and you're like, guys like this are rare.
Yes. Now, time management. It wasn't making sense. How can you work 24-hour shifts and then 24-hour shifts and then 24-hour shifts, right? And the only time that you make to see me is like
in a small gap.
In a small gap, like
in a small few hourly gap,
like. That's when I was like.
And we actually logicalized it because we're like, you know what? It's because he's got kids that he needs to look after. So he has to work extra.
He's a hard working man. So he's working these 24-hour shifts. The calls started to reduce now.
They were depreciating. Let's use real English.
The calls were deduced, right? And you're working 24-hour shifts. Yeah, even when I'm off, you're still working 24-hour shifts. And when I come and see you, like I see you for a bit and then you go to work. So I thought, something ain't right here. Something wasn't making sense.
And then he started now even reducing communication.
The communication.
Reducing, it was just dwindling.
It was just dwindling. And I thought, my guy, are things okay? Yeah, it's just that stress, you know, work, and I've been a bit stressed because my baby mama won't let me see my daughter. And I said, which one? Number 1? He's like, no. Number 2? No. Oh, you mean number 3? The one that he's like, no. I wanted to tell you there's another one, but I don't know where she lives, so I'm trying to get in touch with her. And I said, wait, there's another one. He's like, yeah, so now there's like 4. How old is this 4th one? She's about, at that time, was it 4 years old? I'm like, wait, so there's 4 kids right now
As we speak today.
With 4 different women right now on earth. He's like, yeah, so there's the 2 that live near him. There's the 1 that supposedly came and we haven't done the DNA. And then there's the 4th one that moved away. And I'm trying to get in touch with her.
Right?
And I was like, oh, so there's 4. He's like, yeah, but you know, baby. Listen, look into my eyes. Listen, that don't matter. You know, because it's me and you in these streets, right?
Because I don't even remember. The plot got twisted because
the plot got thickened because
the plot thickened.
There was a time, you know, when you just feel like something. We keep saying this. You know, when you just feel like something ain't.
Because remember, I'm even telling your story now because I was there, obviously. So, and then he even went worse. And then it's like, and you're like, my guy, what's going on up with ya?
Yes, I asked. Actually, he posted a picture on Instagram and his location was at a maternity ward in Peterborough, right? And I'm just going to say it as it is because at this point I don't give a fuck about data protection. He was at a maternity ward in Peterborough. So I'm like, my guy, because sometimes with his work, because he worked in a prison, sometimes they'd have prisoners in hospital. So I was like, oh, were you working near the maternity ward? He's like, yeah. Because you know, people, niggas, yeah, you do these things.
And you think we are
you don't
that
think
dumb? I don't know, because if you're dealing with a woman that's been in the streets or even hasn't been in the streets, do you understand how we
when your movements don't make sense?
We diagnose and multiply and investigate quietly. And whatever you say, we'll be like, okay.
And I always told him in the beginning, like, I don't go out looking for shit. It will just appear. So I'm like, oh, did you work in the maternity ward last night? He's like, yeah, I did, you know, ha ha ha. I'm like, okay.
Must be nice.
And then there was a shift in the winds. The winds just came and there was like, there was a shift. And I was like, something isn't right here. And I said, my guy, something isn't right. You'd rather tell me now?
Don't tell me now. Don't tell me later.
Later. You'd rather tell me now. Okay, I'll call you. Okay, I'll call you. I think it took about a week or so. Until I said, dude, you just have to tell me now what it is. Then the thick plottings. He rang finally. He's like, yeah, I wanted to tell you that, how long have we been together for? And I said about eight months. He said, yes. So basically, right, before I met you, right, I was messing with this girl. And you know, baby, when I met you, I ended it. I just want you to understand. Because I know you're going to think that I cheated, but I didn't cheat. And I said, You know when you already know what's coming. Because now you're thinking about everything and everything is interlogically intertwining. And you know what the story is going to be. He's like, well, so I was messing with somebody. And then when I met you, obviously, I let that go. So now, from nowhere, a month ago,
these bitches come from nowhere, basically.
She rang me and said that she was 8 months, whatever, pregnant. I said, oh, okay. With whose baby? He's like, mine. I'm like, oh, right. He's like, yeah, but it's not like I messed around with her when I was with you. Like, you know, it was a month before we met.
But the thing is, men are very stupid. Because we collect the information, right? And then we sit down, right? And then we start dissecting and timelining. Oh, they should have, conception happened.
Yes.
They should have conceived during the time that when they were together. When they were together.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And you're forgetting that just 2 weeks ago you were in the maternity ward. And now you're telling me that the babies were born a month ago?
Absolutely.
And I said, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, so, you know, She got in touch with my cousin, and because I said, so for a whole 9 months, you had no inkling that somebody out there again was pregnant with your baby. He's like, actually they're twins. And I said, sorry, excuse me, what? please repeat the statement.
So now calculate all the children, add them up and multiply.
And I said
by
they're
one.
twins. Yeah. But you know, again, we're gonna talk about DNA. Yeah, I'm still gonna do DNA. And I said, you know what? I've heard this DNA thing like
3 times.
3 times now. And now you've got twins. So let's count all the children that you have from different
baby mothers.
So you've got 5 baby mamas that have 6 of your kids. Somebody makes sense. And the thick didn't plot and just there.
No, the thick
thicker.
Right? It was. Do you know what? I always think my life is so dramatic, right? But at this time, it was the first time in my life I'm sitting back with a cup of tea and popcorn, and I'm just like watching like. You know what? You know when you think you're shocked, and then you're not, and then you're like, and you're like, what? But anyway,
that happened, and it was a whole year. You know, we're gonna have to sit down and talk and figure out what we're gonna do together. And I said, oh, it just so happened that I was on Facebook. And randomly, what have we done, like a live or something?
Yeah, we done a live.
So this girl that I knew, him, like, because she was dating his friend. She's like, oh, hey girl, it's been a long time, yada yada. Oh, yeah, it's been a long time, you know. And then she kind of hinted that, oh, I saw your ex last month. And I said, my ex? She's like, yeah, didn't you guys break up because he was actually with his new girlfriend? I'm like, excuse me, what? She's like, yeah, he said that you guys are broken up. And I said, bitch, no.
We were together
last month. What are you on about, you know? And then this girl reached out to me. Hey, can we talk? You know, we spent a good 2 hours on the phone. And they'd been together the last 3 months. And she's like, when I met him, he said that he was single. And I said, no, we've been together for about 7-8 months now. And you know, like, when things interject and they intertwine, like what she was, like I was finishing her sentences and she was finishing mine. And like, we're talking about this, the same person. But you know, when you talk about somebody and you realize who he actually is, like the person that he was pretending to be
is not
when he was with both of us, is not who he was. The person that
he was selling himself.
He was selling catfish. Oh. But like, you see someone for who they really are. So in that moment, you can't get a heartbreak. You can't, because you know, like it's, you just see the person for who they are. And it's like, I was just like, wow, the catfish took a whole.
So this acting, somebody explained to me, of even nearly coming to tears. Do you know? Anyway, this is a vlog for another day.
Yeah.
You know my ex, the last one. Girl, No.
Which one?
The last one. The last one.
Okay.
The last relationship I was in.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, like
he was literally in tears and used to say to mommy, if I ever lost you, I can't. He wouldn't even finish the sentence. And it's just my life. He would cry in advance just for just the thought of him losing me. He would cry in advance in front of me. And I'd be like, this guy loves me. This guy, his guy is pure. This pure soul. You know, when we were on holiday together with that ex of mine, he would cry, God, thank you I've met my soulmate. Oh, I can't be, for real. You'll be like, I can't even bear the thought of losing.
How, like, I want to understand that, are you in the moment at that time? Because, like, with him, I found out so much shit. Like, he was going for swingers parties and
are you kidding?
Yeah, he was going for swingers parties. When I'm thinking he's at work, he's swinging on the swings.
Oh, girl!
On the swings, and he's on POF. Well, I'm at home thinking I've got a boyfriend who's at work. He's doing the night shift at the prison.
Oh my God, he was swinging though.
He was swinging. When I'm thinking he's at church on New Year's Eve, no,
he was in a swingers
party. Was swinging, and it's like when, like, make it. Is it like multiple person
disorder? Yeah.
Like, because it's like, how are you like that? Because the same way he was with me, he was with this other girl. It's the same way. You know, we spent 2 hours on the phone laughing because now it was kind of like.
But okay, but as a man, do you not get tired? Is it not too much to take on top of children, on top of 6 kids? Then you're doing all of this.
You're doing this and you're working.
Are you not tired?
Time management.
Bro, like the time management is insane. Now you've got all these things going on, plus a full-time job, plus 6 kids. Then you're trying to juggle women, plus going to swingers parties. Like, what? Vote him for prime minister.
No, he's a clown. he's a clown. You know how clowns can juggle balls.
Shit.
That's proper. The circus is in Peterborough. That's where it is. So that's another level of catfish angles. But for someone to catfish their personality, that is some fucked up shit. That's why I keep saying, like, you know, in these streets, the level at which some men lie, what is going to happen? Because your whole mentality changes. When you then meet someone who is actually being honest, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Because you've seen them crying, you've seen them going to work, you've seen them lying through their teeth, you've seen them doing this, you've seen them like, it's a whole catfish.
Girl, when I say personality catfish, me, yeah, I actually genuinely believed that the guy I was with, I really believed was the real deal, because he put his heart on the line every time. And I was like, but I've never been with a man who is so in touch with their feelings. Because their vulnerability makes you also vulnerable.
That's it.
You understand? You know, he used to hold my hand, right? And look up in the sky and pray to God and thank him, right? And say, God. And he goes, you know how men cry, they take a deep breath. So, if I ever lost this woman,
is it the one who named? He's got a baby now, isn't he? And he named the name of the name.
He named the baby the name of the baby that we were supposed to be having. He named. You know what? Right? We were in an actual relationship, right? And we were planning to say, you know what, when we get married, because we're technically engaged, when we get married, when we have our first baby girl,
you know, people always have that kind of talk. Like,
sometimes you have that relationship and you name the names, you give your future babies names. So we had a name of our child, right? We called our child, I don't even say the name, but it was a name which was spelled unique. Just say Peter. Okay, the baby's name was like, it was like, you know? So it was our baby name. He used to call me, you know, Mama so-and-so, you know? And I was the mother of that child that we were supposedly gonna have in the future, because obviously this man was legit. Like the way he spoke about his feelings every day. You know when someone assures you every day how he feels? Every single day. And then he would even phone your friends and your family just to tell them how much he loves you. Just, you know, just to how he can't live in this world at all if I'm not in it, basically. And he used to cry. And sometimes I'd be on the phone with video chatting, and he's like, and I'm like, what is it? And he's like, baby, you know, I'm just looking at you and I just can't believe it. Can't believe it that I'm so in love.
But before that ended, did the winds not shift? Because usually the wind changes.
The wind changes.
And deep down
in the gut,
you know that something is amiss.
Even when you're talking to the person, you can feel something in there. And I kept saying, you know what? And he kept saying, babe, what's wrong? You just seem to. And I'm like, you know what? Something's not right. I don't know what it is, but I'm not saying that it's you or it's me, but something. If it's something's going on with you, can you please tell me?
Just say, yeah.
Tell me what's going on with you. And he was like, no, nothing. Everything's good over here. I was like, bro.
Because usually the wind.
You know, women have got this serious sixth sense. Our gut instincts are like.
And most of the time, the gut instinct is there, but you try and
suppress it and try and make logic out of it.
And try and make excuses.
And I was just like, nah. I got to the point where I was like, nah, something's up. So I was like, my jigger, what's going on?
What's up?
So, okay, but don't be mad. When you say that, I was just like, oh, here we fucking go. You know, I told you I was divorced when we met, right? And I was like, yeah. Well, I'm technically not divorced. I'm technically still married. And I was like, what?
Just rip up the band-aid.
The family wants us to get back together.
Always.
Because she's the mother of my son. I was like, okay. And how long has this been happening? For the past 4 months. So I was like, so for the past 4 months, you've been trying to get back. No, not me. Them. Somebody. Not me. No. Them. They've been trying to make us get back together.
But me, I don't want.
Me, I don't want. And I'm like, right. Yeah, so she's moved in. And I was like, my nigga, you know what? Fuck off. Fuck off very much. Fuck off. No. Fuck off. And so when I was arguing with him to say fuck off, I was hoping that when I, you know, let it out, I cut the phone, I let it out, right? We hang up. He's gonna come to his senses and then try to call me. Since obviously I'm the love of his life, right? He was gonna call me, say, okay, let's work something out. I actually really don't want to be with her. We're gonna try to have something. Give me something. The man went silent from the time I cut the phone. And then he blocked me on Facebook, on Insta. He blocked me. Not the other way around. As if I'm the one who choked, right? He blocked me. And then he unblocked me to send me a message of apology. Before I could even reply, he blocked me again. Somebody. Please.
At least he apologized. This motherfucking clown
didn't apologize.
He didn't. Just for you to sit down and think, okay, wait, I was wrong, right? Let me just send an I'm sorry. You don't even need to send a whole paragraph. You don't even need to send, just acknowledge
that you did me wrong.
You did me wrong.
Period.
I was minding my own business. You poked me in the streets, right? And you said, come and sit down and let's do this. You look for me, right? You are the one who had baby mamas around. I didn't do nothing to you. So the fact that you can't even apologize, I don't know how men. Remember the doctor. That's what the doctor told me, isn't it? I went on a date with the doctor, right? And I was like, no. I know that I'm done, but surely him being a doctor. Since he went to school for like 8 years?
I don't know.
Whatever.
He's switched on.
He switched on. So this definitely is gonna work out. No, it's the same movements. It's even worse from the other ones because he ended up telling me that his baby mama, right, moved back in. But it's the families that want them. Me, I don't want. And I always asked, you as a man, because we know that if a man does not want you,
He does not want you.
So the fact that you can still move in, that baffles me.
Something is amiss.
Like somebody needs to explain that to
Wait, you're talking about the doctor. Let's talk about the other doctor. Please. We're not done. We're not done. Like we're here for days. Remember the other doctor?
Before my doctor, there was
my doctor, right? My doctor came first, then Taonga and her doctor. My doctor said, you know what his excuse was? My best friend lives 2 houses away from me, and the wife went into labor. So since I'm the next of kin,
okay.
So he wasn't there because he's at work. And so I had to go to the delivery. No. Hold on. It's good. Hold on. No. So I had to take the wife to the delivery place to deliver. So I've been with the wife for the past 5 days. That's why I haven't been in touch with you, because I was looking after my friend's wife's child in hospital, right? And I was like, so if your friend has been in work for 5 days. No, that's not what I'm saying, Timali. What I'm saying is because I'm next of kin, I have to be there, right?
For your friend's
wife's child. Well, she had twins. I'm like, cool. And I thought one day randomly, after that bullshit, because he had been quiet for like 10 days, I thought, let me just ring. Let me just ring his number, just to ring. The phone was answered by a woman, and I could hear babies in the background. Twang. And I said, oh, sorry, wrong number. So sorry. And I cut the phone, and I was like, motherfucker.
Speaking of hospital, before this doctor, let's go back.
Okay.
Was I not left alone? Because someone's uncle
fell down the stairs.
And his wife couldn't go there, so somebody had to be at the hospital. Because his uncle decided on that specific night to trip and fall down the stairs.
So you were left alone?
I was left alone because someone's uncle was in hospital.
Fell down the stairs. All night. And then the battery died. And then the phone died. All night. All the way through the day. Somebody.
Because he was in hospital. Why? By catfish. It's better if they catfish you on their face. But if you're gonna make the effort to catfish personality, come on, man.
I remember before the one with the uncle that fell down the stairs. There was one before that
who lived with his
uncle. Who told Feli that he was living with his uncle and his aunt
because he was saving
to buy a house. So every time he spoke to Feli, he was outside the house. In the car. And Feli said, listen, if you're living with your uncle and your aunt, come in the house in your bed.
What are you hiding? You're
what
single,
are you hiding? But the streets have gotten
it's worse now.
They've gotten tough. It's like the streets have no more rules.
No.
Everybody's just moving.
Everyone's just moving anyhow. Moving mad. So it's like, so when you then come across, because people keep saying that there's some good men out there.
So you might as well raise your standards, because even when you lower your standards,
it's even worse.
You end up being like the ugly one.
Like, how many times have you lowered your standards?
And then I'm shocked, like, so you're dumping me?
I'm the pretty, I came downstairs to meet you. And you're gonna dump me? No, it's alright.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Because you'll be thinking, right? Okay, let me maybe I'm reaching, right?
Yeah.
Let me just go down. If I have to go down the stairs a little bit, I'll go down the stairs a bit. As long as personality vibes, you get me. And still, when you go, like, I went all the way underneath the basement.
I went down.
I went under.
I thought I went down.
I've gone under the basement, right? In a secret cupboard room where nobody goes. I went there.
And who ended up being the clown?
I ended up being the clown.
So it's like, what the fuck?
It's been fun hanging out. And please subscribe. Subscribe, share, like. We'll be coming through with more content. Obviously, it's for the sisters. All this content is for the sisters, so you'll know that you are not alone in these streets. But thank you for tuning in. It's been fun. Okay, we'll catch you next time. Please subscribe, share. If you like, subscribing is absolutely free. It doesn't cost nothing.
All you need to do is
press a button. That's all.